It's the Virtual Sky Tour, courtesy of the South Carolina State Museum. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Virtual Sky Tour, courtesy of the South Carolina State Museum. I'm your host, Brodie. Now, this Friday, May 9th, marks the very end of NASA's Black Hole Week. Every May, scientists from across the globe share discoveries and videos of black holes, celebrating these mysterious objects deep in space. Our next guest is here to do just that. Now, he may seem a little scary at first, but he's here to tell his story and hopefully show us the light within black holes. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to a very special guest, the Black Hole. First off, congratulations on the week. It's not often you get an entire week to celebrate your existence. Well, I understand. Between all of the movies and books and songs that have been written about you, you've certainly left your impression on the universe. Now, I understand that you're here today to tell us a little more about black holes. Is that correct? Fantastic. Well, the floor is yours.
Well, to tell you the truth, it's all a blur. It's thought that I, as well as many of my contemporaries, started life as a star, shining brightly in space. Eventually, once I reached the end of my life, I began to collapse. This resulted in a supernova, a massive explosion. What was left began to collapse again, squeezing into such a tiny space that my gravity became stronger than it had ever been. It was so strong that nothing, not even light, could escape my gravitational pull. I started consuming anything that got too close. From that point on, I had realized I was no longer a star. I had become a black hole.
Fascinating. Now, I understand you're not the only type of black hole. Is that correct?
Yes, there are actually 3 types of black holes. The first is a stellar mass black hole. This is what I am. This is a star that has collapsed into a black hole. We are the most common type. The other main type is called a supermassive black hole. These guys are intense. They are millions to billions of times the sun's mass. What's surprising is that every major galaxy has one at its center.
Even our own Milky Way?
Even the Milky Way. It's a good friend of mine.
Oh?
Yes, Sagittarius A-star. He's nice, always has to be the center of attention though, but that's a supermassive black hole for you.
Now, you said there were 3 types of black holes. You've only mentioned 2.
Ah, yes. The third, rarer type are called intermediate mass black holes. Truthfully, I don't know too much about them. Scientists are still trying to learn more about them. The idea is that if you have smaller black holes and larger black holes, there's got to be one in the middle as well.
Well, have they found any?
Not yet, but there are numerous candidates.
That's exciting. Maybe you'll meet some new friends. Now, this actually leads me into my next question. With all of these different types of black holes out there, how do scientists even find black holes?
Oh, we're found in a variety of different ways. One of the ways we're found is from our accretion disks.
Accretion disks?
Remember, we have a very, very strong gravitational pull. Because of this, we have a lot of stuff orbiting around us. Gases, dust, other pieces of matter revolve around us, creating these disks. Because of the extreme gravity, these disks get extremely hot and bright. Scientists look for these bright areas and study this light to see if it's actually from a black hole.
And this disk just floats around you?
Now, we will eventually consume most of the material in this disk, but some of that matter does get expelled through jets.
Jets?
Yes, some material doesn't make it in. It's not entirely known why these jets form, but they just go to show that we are messy eaters.
What about black holes that don't have accretion disks?
Ah, yes. Well, in that case, scientists look for gravitational lensing.
What is that?
Because we have such strong gravity, we actually warp and bend light around us. This causes certain points of light to change. Surprisingly, lensing will cause a star to appear brighter when a black hole passes in front of it. The strong gravity of the black hole will magnify the light of the stars directly behind it. By looking at these points of light, scientists can see if a black hole is present.
That's incredible. Using all that light to find something completely in the dark. Now, I do have one final question for you. I'm sure it's one that you get a lot. What would happen if someone were to, say, fall into a black hole?
Yes, I do get this question often. Well, first, I want to make something very clear. There is no reason to worry about getting sucked into a black hole. The nearest supermassive black hole to the Earth is my friend Sagittarius A star. He may seem big and scary, but black holes only feed on objects that get too close. The Earth is 26,000 light years away, much too far to be swallowed up by it. So rest easy tonight, there is no need to worry. Now, that being said, what if you were much closer to him? Well, you'd begin to stretch.
Stretch?
Yes, stretch. This is a process called spaghettification. As the black hole pulls you in, you'll stretch out like a pasta noodle more and more. Eventually, you'll reach an area called the event horizon. Once you reach this point, there's no going back. This is the point where nothing can escape, not even light. Things will get dark very quickly. From there, well, you'll continue to get stretched out, your atoms will tear apart, and you'd get compressed into the singularity, the theorized center of the black hole.
Well, I know where I'm not spending my vacation.
I wouldn't recommend getting too close, no.
Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for stopping by Black Hole. I'm sure our viewers have learned a lot tonight. And of course, if you'd like to learn more about black holes, the planetarium and the observatory are open here at the South Carolina State Museum. You can head to our website, scmuseum.org, for show schedules, as well as just to see everything that we have to offer. And of course, don't forget to like and comment and follow our page. And good night, everybody.